In this next video on the Fortec Star High Definition Digital Terrestrial Receiver, I'm going to cover the topics of both subtitles and also teletext, okay? So you can see on the screen in front of me here, we have, on RT1, we have the program Fair City, and the subtitles are being displayed here, okay? Now this is very handy in certain circumstances, but if you don't want the subtitles on, it's a very frustrating situation. So what we need to do is we come along then, and if we look at our remote control here, we come and we can see there's the F2 button, and written above it is sub, and this stands for subtitles. So if I pick up this remote control and press F2, you can see here that English is ticked. And if we move it up to the off button and click OK, if I hit the subtitle button now again, we see we have it off. And if we look in the screen here, there is no subtitles being displayed. So this is a happy day, we would think. But unfortunately, if you flick it over to RT2 and I hit the subtitle button here, it has a separate setting. So when you want to turn off the subtitles, you need to go and do it on every channel, okay? So, which is, you know, there's not such a large number of channels, so it's not such a laborious process. But it would be complicated by one other factor, which is when you turn off the box, all of the settings for subtitle automatically go back to being on. So to drive people from despair, we researched this anyway, and there's a place where we can turn off subtitles totally. So what we need to do is we need to come along and press the menu button. And we bring up the menu screen here and we arrow over as far as the third last option, which is option. And we can see that the option here is subtitle language. So we come down to the subtitle language, we come across English, German, Danish, Czech, and then off. So what happens now is we come along and we press OK, and then we hit the exit button. And having done that now, if we come along and turn off the subtitles, again, if we turn off the box and turn it back on, it will permanently stay off, okay? So that's a very handy feature on it, okay? Now the other thing I want to talk to you here today about is teletext, okay? So I'll just flick again to RT1, we'll go to this particular channel. So we're interested in checking, you know, the news or something like this. So we can come along and we can hit the teletext button here. So if we look at the remote control again, we can see towards the bottom of the remote, there's a button and it says TXT, which stands for teletext. So we come along here and we hit the text button. And I actually hit it twice there, I think. Just give me one moment here. There we have it. So it comes up here, we can see the basic text. And if I want to see the main news headlines, I type, for instance, 102. Just wait a moment and it'll flick over to it first for me. So that's it, and that seems to work perfectly there, okay? So if I hit out here, if I go over then to RT2, which is a high definition channel, okay, or this is the high definition version of it, and I come along and I hit the text button, it just doesn't seem to work. So I think that's related to being high HD. So, you know, I'm not exactly sure. So to a certain extent, the text does work on this, but not, you know, if it goes entirely HD eventually, whether it'll work or not, I can't actually guarantee it in relation to this particular box, okay? But that's it, an overview of both the subtitles and the teletext options on the Fortec Star High Definition Digital Terrestrial Receiver.